Whether you're big or small, a boy or a girl, whether you play all out or just for fun, in fact, whether you mean to or not, hitting and getting hit is a pretty fundamental part of the game of hockey. Ooh. Ouch. Well, the fact is, hockey is one of the toughest sports in the whole world, and more fun than a barrel of monkeys. Yet, what makes it such a great game is not just the speed and the power, but the fair play, the respect, and the love of the game that all good sports share with their teammates and their opponents, their coaches and the referees, so that everyone comes out a winner.
We'd like to congratulate.
Well, that's where the Milk Penalty-Free Sweepstakes comes in. It's a promotion run by the Hockey Development Centre for Ontario to encourage penalty-free play, launched every year at the Hockey Hall of Fame in Toronto. When a participating team plays a penalty-free game, they get to enter a sweepstakes with all sorts of fabulous prizes. It's sponsored by the Dairy Farmers of Canada and a whole team of other organizations.
As we know, this has become a bigger and bigger issue in today's minor hockey leagues, and so it's definitely something that we want to encourage, and it's a great fit with Dairy Farmers of Canada and Milk.
That combination, that team, if you will, is exceedingly important, and our ministry, the Ontario Ministry of Tourism and Recreation, is very proud to be part of that team. So it's a combination. It's bringing everybody together in the game of hockey to accentuate sportsmanship, to make them understand that the penalty box is not the place to be.
One of the most famous members of that team and a big promoter of the Milk Penalty-Free Sweepstakes ever since it was started almost 20 years ago is Paul Henderson, a legend in his own time for scoring the goal of the century in the original Team Canada series against the Russians in 1972.
Hockey is a great game, but I don't think kids should go out there and be worried and fearful of being really hurt or hitting from behind. And so it's an awareness program. But the good news is it's winning hockey. Almost 63% of the teams that play penalty-free either win or tie the game. So we think it's a win-win situation.
And it's not that anyone thinks that hockey isn't meant to be played as a physical game either.
That's the best hockey when it's played well and physically, and so you've got to keep your head up. And so, that's a part of the game, hitting, and we promote that actually. But we clean hitting when you can see the person. So if you can read the guy's number, then you never ever hit them.
Certainly every team goes out there to try and win, that's the nature of the game, but also playing penalty-free hockey is playing very skillful hockey because making the check without tripping a player or making an offense is very skillful hockey.
Certainly one of the biggest proponents of safe hockey and the penalty-free sweepstakes is Dr. Tom Pashby, who, among other lifetime achievements, helped develop the standard for hockey helmets.
Oh, it teaches the kids and those coaches. The coach is the guy you got to get to because he controls, he's responsible for the action of his players. It teaches them to play safe hockey.
Your heads up on the bench, stay positive, we're down by goal, it's no big deal, okay? There's a lot of hockey to go, okay? We're the Thunder, right? 1, 2, 3. Let's get some shots, girls.
As a coaching staff, we want to teach the rules in this to make the game as safe as possible for the girls. It keeps them in the game, it keeps the flow of the game going, but ultimately the safety of the players is the bottom line.
It's all about winning the little races, getting to the puck first. He who scores the most goals is the winner at the end, so you always want to get one more than your opposition. It all comes back to the basics at any level. Playing the game to outwit your opposition. And that's what it's all about as far as I'm concerned.
It's good because kids can play 5-on-5. We have more chance to score goals if we play 5-on-5. And they can move the puck quicker. All the time if we start handling, we're missing one player, so we can play well together. We need to play 5-on-5, and that's why I try to teach the kids. So.
And of course, here's another guy who supported the Milk Penalty-Free Sweepstakes right from the very beginning, Ron McLean of Hockey Night in Canada.
teams really pride themselves now when they get into the third period, 10 minutes to go, and there's no penalties. They know it's a badge of honor to go through the game without one.
It's very hard to be part of a team when you're sitting on the far bench away from your line mates. And then they got to come back and answer for what they did to us and their line mates and their teammates, ultimately. So I think they learn. They're going to get caught. It's that type of game.
I think it's a lot different than just playing a stupid game with tons of penalties. I think it's great that if you can play a penalty-free game.
I think it's a good idea to get people to try and play a penalty-free game.
Why? What do you think it does for the game?
Oh, it just makes it so it's about the hockey, not the penalties.
Well, personally, I'd probably say you gotta, like, if you want less penalties, try not to get a penalty yourself. Just try not to go out there and play a stupid game yourself.
If you'd like to know more about the Milk Penalty Free Sweepstakes, we'll tell you how to get in touch with us at the end of today's show.